Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Lagunitas Brewing. And they're out of Petaluma, California, and they have a tap house in Chicago. I don't know if they're bottling or making any beers there, but they do have a pub or a brew pub or something going on in Chicago. This was sent to me by Rico. So Rico, my brother in craft beers, sent this to me. I don't think this is a super expensive beer, but it's a 22-ounce bomber. So, and it being a 10.6%er barley wine, it's not barrel aged or anything like that. So, shouldn't be too pricey, but I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't a $10 to $15 bottle of beer. It wouldn't surprise me at all. I may have reviewed this, guys, years and years ago. If I have, this is a re-review, and if I haven't, it's not. So let's get on with this one. I don't want it to be a 20-minute video. The annual release of our barley wine style ale is dated and built to last. Flavors evolve as hot bitterness yields to create caramel and rich toffee flavors. IBUs, it says here, are 69 on this 10.6%er. Food pairings for this style of beer: cheeses are sharp blue cheddar, and pungent. Stronger cheeses, Gorgonzola Limburger, and the glass bar is a pint back in tumbler snifter. Got my favorite snifter today, and can be sold for long periods of time. So let's get the cap off of this bad boy. Got the grill fired up, grilling some chicken out there. Let's get it into the glass, see what we got. And this is a 10.6%er, so we may stand it up a little bit to get a little bit of a head on the back end here. And enough to share with the other half, which is what I intend to do, about a finger of head. A rich red caramel color, very nice, very clear. I can see right through it. Definitely a filtered beer. Let's get a nose on it. Nice sweetness on the back end, caramel, toffee. Might be some hints of some dark fruit in there, maybe. It's right out of the fridge at 40 degrees, so we're going to let it warm up, come up to room temperature before I come back and do the final chug. I go out on the deck and watch the chicken grilling and fire up a stogie to go with this. It smells very sweet, like most barley wines do on the back end. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Okay, I'm giving some alcohol on this one. And Lagunitas does that silly ass Julian code thing, and you usually put it on the neck of the bottle somewhere, and this has got 05052. So I would say this was probably put in a bottle on the 50th day of 2015. So it's been aging in the bottle over a year now. So a lot of times you can pick up these beers and they've been in the bottle for a while. And it's not critical on this style of beer whether you get it fresh or not. I would like to see them put a date on the label, a month in a year, at least a month in a year. The date's not critical. But they do that Julian code, and they put it on the neck in black writing. Sometimes it's hard to see with the beer in there. But it is what it is. As craft beer buyers and drinkers, we have to live with it. And people like me fuss about it. That's my job. That's what I do. Very sweet on the back end. Rich caramel and toffee notes, very sweet on the back end. Slight hints of the 10.6% alcohol, but not overly boozy. It's not burning or anything down the throat. Very nice. Very nice barley wine. Oh, this could be better if we put it in a bourbon barrel. Yeah, that's what they need to do. Alright guys, let me let it warm up, come up to room temperature, pour her a glass. We'll turn check on the chicken, grill it, and I'll be back and we'll see where this one ends up. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on this for about 30 minutes. Chickens are all done. About time to go have some grub. Very tasty barley wine. Like I said earlier, the only way this could be any better is throw it in a bourbon barrel. And they're going to charge you a little more for it if they do that. So this is their gnarly wine, old gnarly wine, and from what I see on the bottle, it's a 2015 edition. But Rico sent me the letter. It says that he picked it up in 2014. Don't remember the price. I would think it's probably a $10 to $15 bottle of beer. I really would. For a 10.6%er, you might get away with it for a little cheaper than that. But I would. If I was guessing, I would, for a 10.6%er, it's probably going to be between a $10 and a $15 range, I would think. Nice mouthfeel on this, medium to full body, very creamy, nice sweetness on the back end. IBUs, like I said, were 69. That's kind of high for a barley wine, in my opinion. Usually they're a little lower than that, but when they use a lot of malt to brew these bigger beers, sometimes they have to use the bittering hops accordingly to balance that out. And this is pretty tasty. It's pretty balanced. I got a lot of alcohol on the nose when it was cold, but it has subsided now, or I've got used to it, one or the other. Caramel topping big time on this. Nice sweetness on the back end. A very nice final beer of the evening, which it is for me. I'm going to have dinner. I'm going to have some damn grilled chicken and homemade potato salad and homemade pinto beans, and I'm getting ready to go dive in. Let's do the final chug. I'm reviewing this on the 17th of July. And if I've done it before, guys, it's a re-review. If I have not, it isn't. Final chug. Cheers. Very tasty. The alcohol on this beer is a little heavy, I will say that, but it's a barley wine, or a gnarly wine is what they're calling it. If you're not used to drinking a beer of this magnitude, or a barley wine, it may seem a little boozy to you, but to me, it's right there where it needs to be. 10.6% ABV, very, very tasty. Like I said, they use that silly Julian code on their beers, stamped on the neck in black writing, which is very hard to see with the beer in there a lot of times. But it is a tasty beer. It's a very well-made beer. Those guys at Lagunitas do some very tasty stuff. Thumbs up to those guys. I wish they would just go to the month and the year on their dating, but it is what it is. I think it's an A beer, guys, for something that's not bourbon barrel aged. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for a standard 10.6% barley wine. It's pretty tasty. A very nice representation of the style, in my opinion. Numeric rating on this, guys, would probably be 97 or 98. Probably give it a 98 since it does have their Julian code on the neck. But you have to know what you're looking for when you go to purchase these beers, and if you're buying Lagunitas, how to read the codes that they have on there. So that's the only plus I've got. I just sooner put a month and a year, or at least a month and a year on it, instead of putting some Julian code. So it is what it is. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 91 in the outstanding range. That's an A number there. And over to Rate Beer says overall 99 and 96 in the style. So we got a 91, 97, 98 for me, and a 99 from these guys at Rate Beer. So all A numbers, guys. Definitely an A beer. Worth picking up. If you want to drink it now, you can. Or if you want to sell this one for a while, you can do that too. This beer will keep for quite a while. 10.6%, 3, 5, maybe even 10 years, or maybe even longer. So If you've had this one from Lagunitas, or Old Gnarly Wine, let me know what you think. And come on back tomorrow. Let's dig something tasty out of the fridge. See you then.